What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. It's a new year as the WWE kicks off 2023 with 2 championship matches on Raw. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Bread Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Seth Rollins injured on Raw as the referee throws up the X sign, Naomi appearing at WrestleKingdom 17, WWE cancels Cody vs John Cena for WrestleMania, Chris Jericho makes a huge donation, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, the Bloodline's hostile takeover. Last night's opening segment where the Bloodline attempted a hostile takeover of Raw was an exciting way to start it off, as Sami Zayn promised to hurt Raw superstars in retaliation for Kevin Owens' big win over the Bloodline on SmackDown. What made this segment work even better was that it gave Adam Pearce a chance to show some steel by exercising authority and forcing the Bloodline into matches rather than letting them walk away. It was good to see Raw's wrestlers asking for a shot at the Bloodline, showing they haven't forgotten about when the group ambushed them 2 weeks ago. Alexa amok. The fans knew it was coming, but kudos to the WWE for how they pulled off Alexa Bliss going amok. Having someone wearing an Uncle Howdy mask at ringside was a good start, but a firefly symbol was what fans knew would push Bliss over the edge, and she went screaming into the abyss, destroying Belair with DDTs on the ring steps and walking away. Bliss's post-match interview, where she refuted Byron Saxton's assertion that she lost control by saying she gained control, was a clever way of showing that Bianca Belair is facing an entirely different Alexa Bliss. Number 3, doing the unthinkable. Did Elias have an iota of chance in his match against Solo Sikoa? Well, not on paper, but the Music City Street Fight stipulation led to an incredibly competitive match between the two, as Elias used every musical instrument available. The WWE even threw in a quickie celebrity spot with country music star Hardy attempting to help Elias. This was an entertaining match that demonstrated how good booking can make even the biggest underdog seem like a victory is attainable. While some might question how good it was for a heel to overcome a babyface and outside interference, the reality is that Solo Sikoa is on a much higher level than Elias, and judging from his booking, from just about anyone in the WWE. Number 4, prison changes a man. Dominic has served hard time and he's a changed man, so beware. Those were the comments from Dominic Mysterio, who warned the world that surviving prison only made him more dangerous, even had a tattooed teardrop. Of course, the real story was that Dom did anything but hard time, and he may be softer than ever. Nonetheless, this segment was fantastic because it showed the delusional world Dominic lives in, a world that is good for laughs at times but also a bit scary as you never know what he's capable of. Number 5, her business tease. Last night's Blink and You'll Miss It segment involved MVP Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander speaking backstage with Adam Pearce. Were they sharing stock tips or perhaps more likely discussing a Hurt Business reunion? The WWE's continued use of Easter eggs like this is fun and a great way to keep fans watching every second of its shows for clues about storyline developments. Number 6, turning a trope on its head. As good as the Lynch Misha vs Damage Control tag match was, watching Lynch avoid the hackneyed trope of an opponent pulling a wrestler off the apron and preventing the tag was a breath of fresh air. It showed Lynch's experience edge and made the match less predictable, especially in light of how many times the WWE has wrestlers waiting for a tag blindsided by their opponents. And a magnificent main event. Austin Theory is the real deal. Seth Rollins made him look great, but major props to A-Town for taking advantage of his opportunities. What's even more impressive is that Rollins appears to have worked the match with a bad knee after legitimately injuring it during the match. More about that in the news. That was the good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Drew and Sheamus' random appearances. So Drew McIntyre and Sheamus just happened to be at Raw. Stranger things have happened, but the WWE threw logic out the window by having them show up after Solo Sikoa interfered on the Bloodline's behalf. Why didn't they show up sooner? Were they busy grabbing a beer at the concession stand? Obviously they were there to hype the tag team title match against Jey and Jimmy Uso on SmackDown, but this segment made no sense. And nobody home. Becky Lynch couldn't find an opponent to take on Damage Control's Io Sky and Dakota Kai. She forgot her phone? This lame-o excuse did a number on last night's match, and the WWE could have explained that Lynch's friends Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss were indisposed, leaving her on her own. Now there was nothing downright ugly, but like the 30th December SmackDown, this heavily hyped show just didn't live up to the hype. It was a solid Raw, but what the WWE promised and what the fans got were two different things. What do you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at Seth Rollins legit injured on Raw. Atop of today's news is a report that Seth Rollins may be injured during his match against Austin Theory during Raw's main event. Twitter user TN Loudmouth uploaded a video from the match with this caption: "The ref just threw up the X for Seth Rollins, who seems to have legit hurt his knee. Corey Graves ran over and started fussing at people to come and help. Same knee he injured in 2015. WrestleTalk's Amanda Savage described what happened in the video, saying, "You can see that Seth Rollins struggles to exit from the ringside area and at one point goes to the ground before rising again. With Corey Graves and referees involved, Rollins managed to get along, but with seemingly maximum effort." WWE has not confirmed the injury as of the production of this video, but we will continue monitoring the situation. Next up, WWE Nixes Cody vs John Cena for WrestleMania. Well, who will Cody Rhodes and John Cena face at WrestleMania 39? Well, one match we won't see is Rhodes vs Cena. According to Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful Select is told that before the WWE regime change, there were pitches for Cody Rhodes vs John Cena at WrestleMania. As for Cody's return, Meltzer believes that the WWE will not treat the American Nightmare's return as a Royal Rumble surprise. Meltzer commented on the Wrestling Observer Radio that, "I've always figured that Cody Rhodes' return would be a surprise at the Royal Rumble, but it's absolutely not going to be, as they're doing a multi-part series building up his return." We'll have to wait and see if Meltzer is correct. Next up, Logan Paul vs John Cena Mania match in Jeopardy. Well, apparently the rumored John Cena vs Logan Paul Mania match is still up in the air, as Fightful Select notes that Paul's return date from the injuries he sustained at Crown Jewel is still uncertain. Logan Paul predicted he'd be back way before Mania, but there's been no confirmation on this from the WWE. Next up, a wild rumor is Naomi appearing at WrestleKingdom 17. While Sasha Banks will be at the first night of New Japan's biggest show of the year, fans are speculating that the Boss's tag partner could be there as well. Ringside News is reporting Naomi took to her Instagram story and uploaded a video from her current whereabouts, the streets of Tokyo. This confirmed that she has officially arrived in Japan. Naomi last worked in the WWE alongside Banks as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Could the two be reunited in Japan? Next up is Bad Bunny's heat threatening WWE appearance. The TMZ reports the rapper threw a fan's cell phone into a body of water after the fan walked up to him phone in hand. Bad Bunny tweeted this about the incident, translated from Spanish: "The person who comes up to me to say hello, to tell me something, or to just meet me will always receive my attention and respect. Those who come to put an effing phone in my face, I will consider it for what it is, a lack of respect, and I will treat it likewise." The WWE might not want to bring Bad Bunny back if the incident paints him in a bad light. What do you guys think? Was this justified or not? Next up, Lana criticizes Tony Khan. Is Lana looking to get Miro fired and get herself back in the WWE? Let's hear a snippet from comments Lana made during an appearance on the Bayley Wrestling Show. "Tony Khan runs his business however he'd like to run his business. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a reason why WWE is the greatest franchise and one of the greatest franchises in the world, and it's because they value sports entertainment, storytelling, and not just fighting for a wrestling title." The former ravishing Russian recently suggested it was only a matter of time before her husband Miro left AEW for a WWE return. We'll have to see if this has any effect on Miro's push or future of that matter in AEW. Next up, Chris Jericho donates big to Damar Hamlin charity. As the world reacts to the shocking collapse of NFL player Damar Hamlin during the Buffalo Bills vs Cincinnati Bengals game on Monday, there's been an outpouring of giving to Damar's charity, including a generous gift from AEW star Chris Jericho, who donated twice $5,000. Hamlin, who plays for the Bills, suffered a cardiac arrest after tackling an opponent. He was rushed to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center after CPR was administered to him, along with the use of an automated external defibrillator. Hamlin is currently listed in critical condition. And finally, where's Doudrop? Well, according to Meltzer, she and other several superstars have been off WWE TV due to visa issues. Meltzer commented on Wrestling Observer Radio that, yes, it's visa. They went back over a visa issue. They got to get the visas taken care of. So there's a lot of people. A lot of the Gallus Boys and Tyler Bate. I don't know all of them fall into this category. Piper Niven's been gone is another case. Doudrop, well, yeah, a lot of them. That's basically the situation with a lot of them. It's just getting the visa stuff worked out. It remains to be seen what the WWE will do when Doudrop is able to work in the US. What do you guys think they'll do with her? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.